Okay, so here we are doing how to multiply fractions. So I'll do some of these questions as an example. So let's look at the first one, which is number 22 here. So whenever you're reducing fractions, it's very important that you should know your multiplication timetables. And whenever you're reducing fractions, you always reduce diagonally. So you look at the two numbers diagonal to each other, so 10 and 3, and you always look for a common factor. More than likely, the highest common factor would be the best thing to look at. But 10 and 3 have nothing in common, and 13 and 1 has nothing in common. So therefore, you have nothing to reduce in example 21 here. So because you can't reduce, you just go ahead and multiply the top with the top. So 10 by 1 is 10. And then 13 by 3, when you work it out to the side, is 39. Please excuse my neighbors. So let's look at number 25. This one is a little bit different. So over here now, you actually have things in common within your diagonals. So 6 and 6, both of these numbers are 6. So 6 could go into 6 one time, and 6 could go into 6 one time as well. Then you could reduce diagonally again, going this way. So what's in common between 2 and 12? The highest common factor between 2 and 12 is 2. So you have 2 into 2 is 1, and 2 into 12 is 6. So then you go ahead and you multiply. So 1 multiplied by 1 is 1, and 6 multiplied by 1, you would get 6. So your answer would be 1/6. Let's look at number 38 down here. So number 38, you look at your diagonals. So 3 and 7 actually have nothing in common, so you can't reduce anything there. And then 2 and 8, the highest common factor between 2 and 8 would be 2. So 2 could go into 2 one time, and 2 could go into 8 4 times. So then you multiply the numerator with the numerator and the denominator with the new denominator. So 1 by 7 would give you 7, and 3 by 4 would give you 12. So your answer here would be 7/12. Usually, it's also good to look at your top and bottom numbers to make sure that they could reduce, but because you use the highest common factor here, you won't have anything to reduce. But still, it's always good to double check and see if these two numbers can reduce. So 7 and 12 has nothing in common, so therefore you can't reduce it. So these three here, number 21, 25, and 38, are both examples, and you can take them down, and I would reveal the answers to you for the rest of the exercise if it is you're having any trouble with them. All right, so here's the working from these questions 22 to 28. So between 13 and 4, you actually don't really have anything in common, as well as 3 and 14, again, nothing in common. So 13 by 3 would give you 39. And then 14 by 4, 4 by 4 is 6. And 1 by 4 is 4, and 1 outside is 5. Yeah, you don't really have anything much in common here. You can't reduce that either. At this next question, 23, 5 could go into 5 one time. 5 could go into 5 one time because you multiply diagonally. And then 2 could go into 4 2 times. And 2 could go into 6 3 times. So 2 by 1 is 2, and 1 by 3 is 6. Wait, what am I saying? 1 by 3 is 3. I said the wrong thing. Sorry. So number 24, 9 and 8, they have nothing in common. 6 and 5, the only thing in common there is 3. So 3 into 6, please excuse my neighbor. 3 into 6 is 2, and 3 into 15 is 5. So when you multiply the top with the top. So 9 by 2 is 18. Please excuse my neighbor. She always yells like that. Sometimes. 5 by 8 is 40. Oh, you could actually reduce this some more though. So like we didn't come across one like this as yet. But the 2 here and the 8 here, I could actually reduce some more. So let me use a different color. So 2 could go in. What is going on with this? So 2 could go into 2 one time, and you could actually reduce with the numerator and the denominator, which I would upload a video for very soon. So 2 could go into 2 1, and 2 could go into 8 4 times. So that is what you'd be multiplying. So 9 by 1 would give you 9, and 5 by 4 will give you 20. 9 and 20 has nothing in common, so you can't reduce that any further. By now you should get the hang of it, but I'll still do the last 3 questions for those of you who need it or who enjoy looking at the weekend for all. So 4 and 3, nothing in common. 2 and 6, 2 is in common. So 2 into 2, 1. 2 could go into 3. Why am I saying the wrong thing? 2 could go into 6 3 times. Nothing else could reduce. So 4 by 1 is 4. And then 3 by 3 is 9. And then this next question here, 3 could go into 6 2 times. So 3 by 3. 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 6 is 2. And you could go diagonal the other way. 4 could go into 4 1 time. 4 could go into 12 3 times. Well, you have 1s at the top here, so nothing can't reduce anymore. So 1 by 1 is 1. And then 3 by 2 is 6. So you get 1 over 6. And the last question here, 11 and 4 has no common factors. 3 and 15, the only common factor there is 3. So 3 could go into 3 1 time, and 3 could go into 15 5 times. So then you multiply the numerator with the numerator. So 11 by 1 is 11, and then 5 multiplied by 4, which are both the denominators, you'll get 20. Right. So if you got these out, you pretty much have the hang of it. So you could go ahead, pause the video, try numbers 29 to 40, and in the next timestamp, I will reveal the answer to you.